Taehyung, and I'm sure it will be more awesome in the upcoming days, months, and years. You smile. Taehyung, you are so adorable. Taehyung, kiss your eyes. Taehyung, do you know when your eyes do close? Taehyung, when you are uttering my name in the, you bit your lip. Taehyung, this is how I want to sleep with you. I cover them with a click and hug you. You let me dress up. Taehyung, no, you Taehyung. Taehyung, didn't you hear what I said? This is how I want to sleep with you. You, Taehyung, this is embarrassing. Taehyung, why? I'm your husband. What is there to be embarrassed? You pouted. Taehyung, don't be so mean, you. Our upcoming sessions will be more sensible. What will you do then? You sensible means? Taehyung, different poses and different every day. You buried your face into his chest. Taehyung, want to enjoy life in full rest. Taehyung embarrassed you smiling. You also circled him, closing your eyes with a smile. At the same time, Arya got a message that made him horrified. The doctor committed suicide in person. Arya didn't disturb Taehyung. He knew Taehyung will be busy as it was his first night. He tried to contact the assistant commissioner, but he didn't attend the call because the police department was on fire due to a log of death. Without any choice, he waited for the whole night without sleeping, trying for Ace's number and accepting him to receive it. Time skips. The next morning, Taehyung and your room. Getting disturbed, Taehyung opened his eyes from sleep as you tried to come out of his arm. Flipping you onto the bed, he rested his head on your chest and closed his eyes to sleep a little more. You, Taehyung, you carried his head. Taehyung sleep, said, not opening his eyes. You, it is already 6:30. You signed. Taehyung, it is just 6:30. Said, snuggling more into your chest, carrying his face on your chest. Don't do this, Taehyung said, closing your eyes. Taehyung, what will you do waking up so earlier? You questioned. You, I'm not talking. It said, not opening your eyes, gasped. Taehyung, when? Taehyung raised his head and looked at you. You are getting desired by sensitive skin. Taehyung looked at you wondering. Taehyung, I hope I am not dreaming. What I just heard is true. Asked unbelievably. You, why? Don't I have feelings? Asked the million-dollar question. Taehyung widened his eyes. Taehyung, if it is so, how did you manage when the mental do the same? You were silent. Taehyung, answer me. You don't ask me that. Only I know how tough it was for me to be the sensation, said with a blush. Taehyung, you should have trained me to keep you in the pressure. You would have asked me to do it in front of everyone then. You laughed. Taehyung, did I do something like that embarrassed you? You did nothing other than embarrass me. You chuckled. Taehyung, it seems I enjoyed a lot without any pressure. You never bothered about people around us without caring about anyone and anything. You hugged me, kissed me casually. Taehyung, wow, really? You, yes, and you are so close to God also. You laughed. Taehyung, what the? You asked God to give a baby to me. Taehyung, oh, it seems God will fulfill my wish soon. Taehyung laughed, you pouted. You, okay, let me go. Taehyung, no way. You, why? Taehyung, didn't you say you to have feeling? After your desire, how could I leave you unsatisfactory? You, so Taehyung, let me satisfy you. You can do it tonight, cutting you. Taehyung, no. If I let you go after knowing what to feel, I am not your responsible husband. He intentionally carries this face on one of the most sensitive parts, making you shiver. In no time, Taehyung pulled the clit off that was covering them and into that was when you understood that Taehyung also turned on. After that, there was nothing for you to oppose, and there was nothing for Taehyung to speak up about. His actions spoke more by touching you to go deeper to give answer to your feelings. Taehyung got satisfied by making you satisfied. They were lying on their bed, looking at the roof, batting hard. They looked at each other with a smile. Taehyung was about to turn towards him, and there came Marina's call as usual to break this sweet moment. Taehyung rolled his eyes and uttered the call. Arya, Taehyung sat on the bed, sensing nervousness in his voice. Taehyung, is everything alright, Arya? Arya, no, Taehyung, nothing is alright. The doctor committed suicide in the lockup, said panicking. Taehyung, what? Suicide? No way. He was in police custody. Then how could he kill himself? Asked Pathuli. Taehyung, I too don't know, Taehyung. The EC is not attending my call. They must be in a hectic situation, as the lockup death is not a simple issue, Taehyung. Taehyung, let me talk to them. Disconnect the call. Taehyung dialed the commissioner number. He attended the call. Taehyung, is it true, sir? Commissioner exclaimed Taehyung. The doctor committed suicide. Taehyung, but how, sir? Commissioner, he had cut his neck, breaking the plate. Taehyung, plate? Commissioner, yes. Dinner was provided to him last night. Throwing the food on the floor, he broke the plate by stepping on it and cut his neck with the sharp edge of the plate. Taehyung closed his eyes, biting his jaw. His finger twisted into a ball in frustration. Taehyung, sir, don't take me wrong. The policemen who secured him are trustworthy. Commissioner, I can understand what you are trying to say. I will do a back checkup for them. This issue is getting intensive. The person behind the evil medicine must be powerful, it seems. This is a challenging to our department too. We won't leave this issue easily, trust me. Taehyung, thank you, sir. I would like to talk to you in person about this issue. I have a doubt about someone. I didn't tell you that before because I waited for the doctor's statement. Commissioner, no problem, Kim Taehyung. You can meet me anytime regarding the case. Taehyung, thank you, sir. Shall I come to your office today? Commissioner, no, Kim Taehyung. I don't want to meet you in the office. Come to my residence. Taehyung sensed that the commissioner wanted to be cautious in this matter. Taehyung, okay, sir. Taehyung disconnected the call and looked at you. Taehyung, the doctor is dead. Whom you are suspecting, Taehyung? Taehyung, I will tell you soon. You nodded, okay. Taehyung, you know very well that the walls of our house also have ears. We should be careful. I hope you understand. You nodded, yes. Taehyung, go and take bath. I have to go to meet the commissioner. You can take bath first if you are in hurry. Taehyung, that's okay, you go. You nodded okay and went to the washroom. Taking very little time than usual, you took bath and came out. Taehyung rushed to the bathroom after you came out. You didn't come downstairs. You know Ara and Lilly would tease you. Taking your first night, you was not in the mood to enjoy the tease, so you waited until Taehyung come. You didn't know Arya already told Lilly about the doctor's death. In living room, they came downstairs together. At the same time, Lilly purposely turned on the TV and changed the news channel so that everyone would know about the doctor's death. Of course, the hot news of the city was the doctor's lockup death that grabbed others' attention. Ara, who was having tea with Scott and Grandma, shocked to the core. She extended the cup to Scott and stopped in the middle without giving it to him, seeing the news. She could not hold herself from remembering the phone call that told the doctor will not open his mouth. Her gaze automatically shifted to Scott, whose face looked without shock. There was no change in his face that shrank her eyes. Undoubtedly, Taehyung and you also noticed him. An unknown nervousness occupied Ara's heart. She was sure that she heard clearly what the person told. He said the doctor will not open his mouth. After hearing her voice, he disconnected the call, telling wrong number. How could a man utter such a statement to the wrong caller? Even though it happened coincidentally, how the doctor died exactly on the same day? What was happening here? Her heart shivered to connect the dots. But what could she do? The dots connect automatically. Without effort, she felt dizzy, and her body sweated in fear. What she doubted should not be true, she wished. Grandma, Taehyung, see this? Said pointing at the TV. Taehyung, I already had a talk with the commissioner, Grandma. I am going to meet him. Taehyung looked at Ara, who looked disturbed like hell. Taehyung, don't worry, sister. I will find a way to get the criminal. This doctor is just a bow. The watcher who is behind the bow will be caught soon. She nodded as Taehyung walked. Grandma, have something and then go, Taehyung. Taehyung, no, Grandma. I have to meet the commissioner before he leaves the house. I will grab something on the way if I want. Grandma nodded okay. Taehyung took a step. Ara, Taehyung. Ara stopped him. Ara, ha, sister. Ara, be careful. This seems very dangerous. The man who was in police custody died. It is not a simple thing. It seems they dare to do anything. You should be careful like ever before, said noticing Scott, who nodded with fake concern. Taehyung nodded yes and left. You sat with them. You noticed restlessness on Ara's face. You thought it was because of the doctor death news. But Ara didn't talk anything after that. That confused you. Scott, Princess, I have to go to court. An important hearing is there to handle. Ara nodded okay. She waited until Scott left King Mansion. Ara, Grandma, I feel tired. I am going to my room. Grandma nodded okay. Ara came to her room and locked the door from the inside. In Ara and Scott's room, she opened the cupboard and removed Scott's diary. She checked it without showing a hurry. There was nothing to be suspected. She signed in relief, keeping it back. She checked his things one by one. His bank book caught her attention. Grabbing it, she gave it a look. His account balance was only a few lakhs. She gulped down signing. She closed her face with her palm. She could hear her own heartbeat. Don't know why her mind could not be at peace. Her thoughts got filled with the phone call she attended on Scott's phone. She thought about it, making her mind calm. Finally, she decided to check Scott's phone. At Commissioner House, Taehyung came to Commissioner residence. He welcomed Taehyung. Commissioner, take your seat, Kim Taehyung. The Commissioner took his seat. Taehyung, thank you, sir. Taehyung sat in front of him. Commissioner, tell me who are you suspecting? Taehyung, I was attacked 6 months ago. Commissioner, yeah, I knew that. Taehyung, I became mad due to the attack. I have no idea what happened in my life in those 6 months. My family had been keeping my mental condition secret as it was about my reputation. Before the attack, a woman was behind me. She is Mrs. Rina. After my accident, she poked my manager, Arya, about my mental condition once. Don't know how she got to know about me because my family maintains secret. Taehyung, that's what made Arya suspect Rina. Just because she got to know my condition I didn't come to the conclusion because I don't want to hurry in this matter, and I suspect Reena husband Rian also. He loved Reena very much. She divorced him only to marry me because she thought I made it to accept her just because she is his wife. Commissioner, oh, if it is so, Rian is indeed a suspect then. Taehyung, after that, she divorced Rian and trapped a guy called Siddharth. She was in a living relationship with him. Recently, Siddharth died in an accident. Till then, I thought Rian would be behind our attacks. Taehyung, but when I attended Siddharth's funeral, I got to know Siddharth's family was not fine with Siddharth and Reena relationship, and they fixed his marriage with some other girl. Reena had fought with Siddharth brutally, recording and wounded him in anger. So Siddharth broke up with Reena. Reena didn't attend his funeral, so she should be the one who intended to kill him. Commissioner, yeah, Rian would have felt happy about their broke relationship, so he might not have killed him. Taehyung, we can't take him easily, sir. He is such a person who never get compromised with anything. If he is fixed with something, that was how I married Reena without minding her unwillingness. Commissioner, were not they living happily for even a few days of their marriage? Taehyung, I don't think so, sir. Rian made her one of the director of his company and also registered some properties in her name. Yet she was not ready to accept him as her husband because she didn't like an old man. Commissioner, these are the possibilities, but we need proof. We will find it anyhow. He is a talented officer. He will bring out the truth. Taehyung, okay, sir. Commissioner, by the way, I do have questions. You said Reena moved your mental illness. Don't you suspect any of your family members? There are many chances for your family members to be a culprit. Or maybe they would have blurted out about your mental condition to someone unknowingly. Taehyung's face changed as he thought about Scott. The commissioner noticed it. Commissioner, don't mistake me, take him, Taehyung. It is not easy to be a multimillionaire. You know, it's a life, like walking on thrones. 90% of problem created in the world is money. Money can change anyone. It does anything and make anything possible. Taehyung nodded, smiling softly. Commissioner, the doctor was treating you and you had not shown improvement. Didn't your family members think of changing the doctor or the treatment method? Taehyung, I don't know what situation they were in, sir. I expected I can get some clues from the doctor. Commissioner, I am strongly suspecting the doctor should have had a helping hand in your family. Without help, the doctor alone could not have done that. Taehyung, you may be right, sir. My wife is the one who found the theory of the doctor. Commissioner, wife, are you married? Asked shockingly. Taehyung nodded yes. Commissioner, the much I know you aren't. Taehyung, I am married, sir. My sister got me married when I was a mentor. Commissioner, what? He was shocked. Taehyung, yes, sir. Taehyung told him the flashback except about Scott because he wanted the police to catch him red-handed. The flashback made the commissioner awestruck. Commissioner, I just can't believe this, he gasped. Taehyung, yes, sir. Commissioner, the girl who just stepped in your life thought better than your family members, it seems. Taehyung, undoubtedly, sir. Commissioner, I need your permission to inquire about your family members. Taehyung thought for a while. Of course, it would make him feel bad, but he had to do it to bring Scott real face out. Taehyung, you can do it, sir. Commissioner, thank you, Kim Taehyung. Taehyung nodded his, though the commissioner obligation picked him. He had no choice. Commissioner, I will come to Kim Action after making you a call only. Ask everyone to be present at home. Taehyung shows up. Taehyung left the commissioner's place. At Kim Action living room, sitting in the car, he dialed you. You looked at your phone, which was in the living room with Grandma and Lily. You attended. You, hello Taehyung. Taehyung, you, are you with anyone? You, huh? Taehyung, come to our room. You looked at Grandma and Lily, who were looking at you. You, what file Taehyung? Taehyung, disconnect the call and call me back after coming to our room. You, okay Taehyung, you disconnect the call. You, Taehyung want details about your file from his laptop. I will just come. They nodded okay. You came to your room and locked the door. You called Taehyung. He reset it. Taehyung, are you in our room? You, yeah. Taehyung, lock the door. You already did. Taehyung, okay, I didn't tell you about whom I am suspecting. Now just listen to me. You, brother-in-law isn't at home. Taehyung, I know. He's in the court. You, how do you know? Taehyung, I know. You sign. After all, he was a Kim Taehyung. You, okay, tell me. Taehyung, do you know why I accepted you as my wife all of a sudden? You know, Taehyung, it's because I got some information about Reena at Siddharth funeral. Taehyung said what he told the commissioner. Taehyung, that's why I didn't want to delay it anymore. Without accepting you as my wife, I can't get the doctor arrested. That's why I did it. You, but the doctor lied. You said worriedly. Taehyung, it doesn't matter. Scott is there. We will review what Scott and the doctor talked about my medicine if needed. You, are you sure, Taehyung? Taehyung, we have to do it because this matter seems more dangerous than what I think. The doctor's lock of death is enough to understand that. You are right, Taehyung. Taehyung, be careful. Even though we are at our home, alert Harley too. You, okay, Taehyung? Taehyung, I am coming. You, okay? And they cut off the call. In kitchen, you went to the kitchen to alert Harley. At the same time, Scott entered Kim Mansion, throwing a usual smile on Grandma and Lily. He walked to his room. You hoofed in relief and entered the kitchen. Harley smiled at you. You, Harley, Taehyung asked you to be careful. You whispered. Harley, about what sister-in-law? You, about brother-in-law, said in a low tone. Harley, already I am. You, more cautiously. The doctor died in police custody. The man behind the evil medicine must be very dangerous. You are the one who helped me with that. So Taehyung wants you to be careful. You have to be watchful, okay? Harley, okay, sister-in-law. When Taehyung brother is in our side, we don't have to worry about anyone. He will take care of us. You, of course, yes. But we should not forget the doctor died. Harley, it is because he was in police custody. He would have been saved if he is in Kim Mansion. Said smilingly. You were stunned about his trust in Taehyung. You nodded as proudly. Harley, do you want something? You, I will prepare tea for myself. Turn this stove on. They didn't notice their talks were shared by someone. The person was none other than Lily. She was disturbed from the time the doctor died. As a friend, she expected you to talk to her about it. But you stayed calm, which made Lily confused. When you got a call from them, you went to your room with the excuse of sending me a file little, but you closed the door after entering your room. That confused Lily more, who followed you to talk about the doctor. That was what made Lilly follow you to the kitchen here. She got to know what was happening in Kim Mansion, and the culprit was none other than her lovable brother-in-law. She could not hold her eyes from tearing up. That would be a big blow to Ara and Grandma. Don't know how Ara was going to bear the road. She shivered thinking of that. How big their trust was in Scott. How could he do this to them? How could he do that to Taehyung? But why did he do that? How you found about him? Why didn't she reveal it to them? Even Arya had known about it. Then what about Arya? Did he know about Scott? She gulped down and walked to her room. In the meanwhile, Ara and Scott found seeing their room door is locked. He knew Ara never locked the door. Even though he was at home, she locked the door only at night. He knocked on the door. Ara opened the door and Scott panicked seeing her looking mess. Scott, Princess, are you alright? He touched her forehead with concern. That shook Ara, but she composed herself. Ara, I'm alright. Just slept for a while as my head was aching. Scott, how is it now? Ara, better. Scott, shall I apply balm? Ara, no need. Scott, do you want coffee? Ara, we will have together. Scott smiled. Scott, okay, I will just come getting fresh. Ara nodded okay. Scott went to washroom, taking his casuals. Ara was looking at him with a deep gaze. She could not believe his concern for her could be a lie. She could not even think Scott could have done something that could collapse her family from its bottom. She made up herself as she didn't want to get weaker. Ara's eyes phone on the table. Taking it, she opened it as Scott had not locked the table. Ara never checked it so far. Taking his phone, she opened the call list. She checked the number that she received the previous day, but the number was not on the call list. Why did Scott delete the number? She thought something and checked the contact list. She saw a few numbers without name there. She was sure that the number started with. And she found the number in his contact list. She dialed the number. The call got attended. Scott, how many times will you call me and blubber? I know you are nervous. As I told you, didn't I shut the doctor mouth forever? Just be relaxed. The caller said on the other side. What did the phone call mean? According to the call, he was the reason for the doctor death. If he was the reason, why did he call Scott and ask him to be relaxed? Was Scott also involved in this issue? If he was involved in it, whatever the ever medicine, was he also a part of it? Did he know about the medicine? Did he give it to Taehyung? But why? Why did he do that? Wasn't he a good person, just like what he showed to them? Was there no difference between the other man and him? Was everything acting? Was he a cheater? Ara's hand shivered, eyes pulled uncontrolled. Heartbeat jumped like it would break her ribs. She felt dizzy. Her vision became dark. She dropped the phone from her hand and it fell down on the floor. She fell down on the floor, losing her consciousness, and could not stand the truth. Scott, who came out of the washroom, saw her lying on the ground lifelessly. Scott, Princess, he shouted, that ached in the whole Kim mansion. Who just came into the living hearing it. Lilly was shocked hearing who went to her room to call Arya. Grandma headed to Ara's room. You and Lilly ran to her room, overtaking Grandma. You entered her room, seeing Scott placing her on the bed, whereas Lilly was standing at the doorstep looking at them. Grandma also entered her room. Grandma, what happened to our daughter? Scott, don't know, Grandma. I just came from the washroom and saw her on the floor fainting. Taking a water glass from the side table, you sprinkled the water on her face. Ara slowly moved her eyeballs and opened her eyes. Scott, Princess, what happened to you? Do you know how scared I was seeing on the floor lifelessly? Ara closed her eyes and said nothing. How are you feeling, sister? Asked her worriedly. Ara just felt dizzy. Scott, didn't you eat anything? She nodded yes. I will bring you something to drink. You rushed out. Scott, I will call the doctor. Ara, no need. I will be alright if I take a rest. Scott, okay, you take rest if you want. Ara closed her eyes. Scott sat next to her, gazing her head. Ara turned opposite. Scott gulped down. In living room, you came out of the kitchen with a juice glass. You saw Taehyung entering in mansion. You rushed to him hurriedly. Taehyung found seeing a worrisome face. Taehyung, is everything alright? You nodded no. Your sister fainted Taehyung. Taehyung, what? But why? Didn't she eat anything? She did. Suddenly she fainted. Removing his phone, Taehyung called the doctor while walking to our room. Taehyung, doctor, this is Kim Taehyung. Could you please come to Kim mansion? Taehyung's sister fainted. Taehyung, oh, okay, but please try to come soon. Taehyung disconnected the call. Taehyung, the doctor is attending to a patient. It seems it will take a little time for her to come. Let me give her juice. They came to our room and saw her laying on the bed, closing her eyes. In Ara and Scott's room, Taehyung's sister, Taehyung went to her. Ara opened her eyes, seeing Taehyung. Taehyung, what happened, sister? Taehyung clenched her hand. Ara was looking at his face with guilt. She could not control her eyes from spilling tears. Taehyung's sister, why are you crying? Ara, my eyes are burned, said stammering while wiping her tears. Taehyung, what is this, sister? You should take care of yourself. Ara nodded, okay. I will bring cucumber eye pads. It will make your eyes cool. You again rushed to kitchen. Taehyung's sister, are you alright? Ara nodded yes, faking a smile. Taehyung didn't feel anything right with her. Taehyung's sister, I called the doctor. She will be here soon. Till then, take rest. Ara nodded okay. Taehyung phoned at her guest. Why was she nodding her head for everything without answering? You came to your room with iPads dipping in cucumber juice. Sister, close your eyes. Ara did what she said. You kept the iPads on her eyes. You take rest for a while, sister. Ara hummed came out of Ara's throat. Taehyung, sister, take rest. Ara, okay, Taehyung. Taehyung, finally you said something. Taehyung walked out and you followed him. In Taehyung and Yu's room, they came to their room. Yu was about to lock the door and Lilly stopped Yu by pressing the door. Lilly came inside the room and closed the door. Taehyung and Yu sprayed a glance. Lilly, why didn't you tell me anything, Yu? Yu again looked at Taehyung. Lilly, I am asking you, Taehyung, you have not told her yet about what you are talking about. Lilly, I am talking about the matter she hid from everyone, from me, from sister, from grandma. She didn't mention Scott, so they guessed Lilly was talking about Scott yet. I didn't get you, Lilly. You know very well I am talking about our so-called brother-in-law. You looked at him. You was looking calm.